I got my camera ready. Ah, ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. The numbers ain't calculating up and stuff. So they throttling my stuff right now. $20 questions for any question that you have. Craving the irresistible. Yeah. What are you good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. Why? Huh. Yeah. What are you good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. A prosperous business success. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Time to shine. What they call it? How you hiding my hotspot? Though, for me. But why is that not over here though? It shouldn't even be on. I put on from the city. I put on city. I put on. Why is my system device as control is not available? Hi, welcome everybody. Yes, Nisha. I'm back to answer $20 question to my Cash App or my PayPal and stuff. I'm looking at these settings. I said this is interesting. I had to redo that stuff. Quick share is hidden. Like, why is this even hidden though? Like, why is this hidden? They hide shit in my own phone for me. Like what? I like these little things and stuff that is like pushed back, and I'm like, Wi-Fi. Okay, why is Wi-Fi calling even enabled? Liar, liar, pants on fire, future faking, humiliation. That's what they want. That's what they want. Why would you be humiliated if you hungry? I'm hungry and I'm up here answering $20 a question so I can eat and pay my rent. And I will never be humiliated for asking for support because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Regardless if somebody supports you, is another thing. Asking, that's all it takes. I'm gonna actually go and I'm gonna stand on the corner of the store, okay, just to do what they call it a project. And I'm gonna stand out there and I'm gonna be asking people like everybody else at the corner store for money and see how much money I get. I'm just gonna do it. I wanna see. I wanna if I get some money. What y'all think? Yes or no? Of course, ain't nobody gonna answer that. And they like, oh yeah, I completely see you getting it. Exactly. I know how to run people up out of here because they ain't ready. Exactly. What? What do you think? Do you think I'm gonna get some support? Do you think I'm gonna get some help? Do you think I am gonna get some help? I can't. Oh, let me share on this one and let me share on this one. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh my goodness. I'll be like pimping on my sharing. I'll be like, wait a minute, you can share everywhere. Why? Welcome. If you got a question you'd like to ask me, you can submit $20 to my Cash App or my PayPal. Do you think if I go to the corner store and tell them I'm hungry and I need food that they gonna feed me and stuff and they gonna give me some money, I'm finna record this and stuff and see if it's right. So I'm gonna see if I'm being trolled online and then I'm gonna go in person and see how I'm gonna get assistance and stuff. I'm gonna be on the corner like, hey, can you give me a couple dollars? I mean, I try to go live and ask my community to help me and stuff and do it the right way. And I'm gonna record it and stuff. I'm gonna say, do you mind if I record you and stuff? And if they give me some money and stuff to show that community support. First of all, I tell them that I'm doing a project and what I'm doing is testing people kindness and to see if I'm being trolled online and stuff because I refuse to believe that nobody wants to help me. So I want to record this to see if I actually get help or am I actually just like it's all in my head and stuff. I don't have anything to eat. I'm being honest and stuff, so ain't nothing what I'm saying is a lie and stuff. And I need to pay bills, but I'm hungry. So can you assist me? Yeah. And I'm gonna say you can either go in there and buy me some food, or you can hand me some money. It doesn't matter how you do it, just as long as you assist me. And I'm gonna say, if somebody's in my situation and they asking you for help, how many people have you actually helped that come up to you that you think is homeless or not homeless? Do you judge them? This is gonna be a great social experience and stuff like that. I can't wait and stuff. I'm gonna say I was on YouTube and stuff live and stuff, and I have been putting out this program and stuff, letting people know that my things been blocked. This is probably the boldest thing that I can ever do, and I'm saying that I'm being blocked from support, and don't nobody support me online. So let me ask you guys in person. And I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna go out there like that. I'm like, I need assistance. I'm gonna wait till it get nighttime though, so I don't have to be in the sun. And I'm gonna go stand out there on the store, corner store, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna put about an hour of work in there just to see how many people are actually gonna give me some type of support to see if it's effective and stuff. That's the thing. Online, they can always take their support away from you, and you really don't ever see it and stuff. So they want you to do something that you can't live down. But hey, we got one night only, one night only. Come on, big baby, come on. I just thought about that just now. Cause I'm like, why not? And I'm gonna actually talk to them like that, and I'm gonna show them everything. I'm gonna show them videos and stuff. This one for 10 minutes and stuff. I'm gonna show them the other ones and stuff, and I'm gonna show them everything online. And I'm like, how many creators have you actually supported when they tell you they hungry and stuff and they not eating? Have you sent money to? Oh, I'm for the test. I'm for the test social conception and to see if it's real. So are you not helping me because I look like I'm capable? Or are you helping me because I look like I'm capable? Which one is it? Why are you giving me funds and stuff? Watch this and stuff. And then if you can talk to people out there, what would you tell them based on how you help me and stuff? If they, cause they, I'm gonna ask the ones that decide to give me help. What would they say to the public and stuff? And do you feel that people have to go through these things? I'm going to express to them how I've been blocked out of my hardship financial program, and all the banks and everything that been doing what they doing and discriminating against me as a black woman and stealing all of my ideal. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have a conversation with the people. If you had information to give me and submit to a lawyer or someone that is a civil rights lawyer, if I had created a petition, would you sign it for me? And would you support me on my journey to get a GoFundMe, $100,000 so I can sue for everything they stole from me? I'm gonna ask all of this. Why not? I ain't got nothing to lose and stuff. And so I'm gonna see how people respond. Of course, I'm gonna ask for their permission. And of course, I'm gonna ask them, can I record them? And then I'm gonna ask them, can I put this up online? to show the difference between when I'm asking for help online and then show the difference between asking for help in person and see how people judge you and help you and stuff. And then I'm going to show if I didn't get any support at all as well. And I want to see, are y'all ready? I bet y'all are. Y'all on your edge. You want to see what's going on. You want to see how it's going to work. I don't even know if I'm going to post it and stuff. I might just put it in my archives just to tell myself I can do it. I bet everybody waiting too. They like, I wonder if she gonna do it. I want to know how this gonna work and stuff, like on the streets and stuff as well. I wonder, no, I wanna know. So, but that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna decide to do it today because I like to explore everything before I be like it don't work and stuff. So that's another. I haven't did that, but I am. I don't have no problem doing it either because it's coming from a place of being honest when you don't have nothing. So I don't even gotta lie and stuff. It's not like I'm out there like, oh, I don't have any. I really don't have no money to eat. So it's like I am not lying. It's integrity and stuff. I'm not getting support, so it's honest and stuff. So it just makes all the more sense. Like if I had money, I wouldn't have to do that. Stand out there and get it. If I had community support, I wouldn't have to stand out there and do it. So it makes it that much genuine and stuff because it's coming from an honest place and stuff. And I'm like, I want to see how this gonna work out. I just want to see. I want to see, and I'm gonna count how many guys help me versus how many women help me. What color they are when they help me. I'm gonna do a demographic thing, age and stuff as well. If it's guys and girls, couples, are they married and stuff? I'm gonna look at all of it, the dynamic, okay, the demographic, the age, and how they if they decide to help me, and I'm gonna ask them why they help me. And I'm gonna ask them, give them a reason for another person, another stranger, and some words of wisdom and advice and stuff for the community. Do you do this normally, or are you doing this because I'm a woman, because of my story, because you genuinely want to help? Okay, why are you doing it? I think most people, I will hope they want to do it because they genuinely want to help. But we already know that a lot of people have bias. They help you for a lot of reasons. They don't help you. They're like, oh, you could starve. You don't need anything as well, though. I don't see. Like the girl, she was helping me out because I said I only got $5, so she used her employee discount to help me buy the food and stuff, and it was like $7, and she brought it down to $3. I'm like, I'm so grateful for you. That's community help. She's like, don't even worry about it. She said, you have a wonderful evening. I'm glad I was able to help you to eat and stuff like that. And so I'm like, that's interesting and stuff. And then when I was where I was at, I was telling them at another place I only got $2 and stuff. And the guy was like, "Okay, I'll help you and stuff." And then he gave me some food and stuff. He brought me a piece. I was like, "Oh my God, thank you!" Like you know what I'm saying? Like there are good people and stuff that's out there in person. So that's why I'm like I'm gonna be doing it and I'm gonna record it and stuff because online it's always deceptive what I'm going to show people and stuff because what you see online, people not helping you and not assisting you, it's not what happened in person when you go talk to people and you express to them that you're struggling. A lot of times they whatever they have a little bit like the lady, she couldn't give me money, but she gave me her employee discount, so my food could be from $7 to $3. That was like what I only had $5 and stuff, and so that really helped and stuff. And I'm like, thank you and stuff, because now I can buy some lunch later on too. And she's like, no problem. She's like, actually, I had the soda and stuff that I was saving for later. Would you like it and stuff like that? I'm telling you, don't ever believe what you see online and stuff, because when you go out there and you really tell people you're struggling, like everyday average people that work, help. I'm not talking about homeless shelter, food shelter. I'm not talking even about charity. I'm talking about everyday people like me, all right, doing a job and they see somebody struggling, they help. These organizations, they deny you because they judge you and stuff, because that's the people that deny me. Organizations and communications and stuff like that, even though I qualify for a hardship fund and stuff. But never believe what you see online because it's not the truth and stuff. And I simply tell people I don't have enough. This is what I'm working with. How can you assist me? And a lot of them go out their way to give me something because they believe it and stuff. And I don't know if they judge me on my character and how I look, but they genuinely do help me stuff. And I'm like, interesting. So and online, I'm like trying to figure out, do you really got to be crashing out to get help? or can you really speak from a place of genuine support? I really be thinking about that. I mean, I got the humiliation card, but I can never be humiliated for being hungry. And somebody trying to humiliate me where I'm not going to come back from hunger, that's not humiliation when you starving. Humiliation, I don't know what humiliation is. But hunger is a natural thing that every human being should be given and stuff. Even if they can't give you the best of food, shit, they can buy me a hot dog. I'm still gonna be happy. Okay, hot dog, hot diggity dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog. I be up there singing this stuff because I mean people they be doing it. Now I be humiliated when the banker at Wells Fargo yelled at me when I said I'm experiencing a hardship. Now that's humiliation. That's embarrassment because I'm on the phone telling you guys I'm experiencing a hardship and you yelling at me. That's humiliation. Yeah. That hurts. But never not food, not hunger, not asking somebody like, hey, I need help. I need assistance and stuff. People need to know the difference too. There's water out there too. It may not be the best, and all you got to do is boil it if you can get to a boiler, heat it up to try to kill the bacteria if you can. The most you can do. But yeah, heed the wide counsel. And we got here Black Hat Atonement. Okay, lost the magic. So we have two of them, and it ain't working. Never gonna apologize for being me and being honest and being in my integrity. So I gotta take up my bow and arrow and I have to go get my own food. Now I'm independent and free. Uh, uh. So what? Ah, I had to put the lot smiley faces up there for myself. Cheers to you, to making me your friend. I'll be your angel. Never, ever apologize for being you. Never, ever, 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 ever apologize for being black. These people be wanting you to be mad and stuff. That's embarrassing. But I already reported that person. They probably don't lose their job. They're a banker. And you know, I said, even if they got terminated and stuff, they probably got enough money they stole from people like me that they'll be okay. Because that's what they be doing. Because I don't know how you just steal my $400 like that. But you did. They stole it. I got all type of petitions ready and stuff. But I was like, does it matter? No. Da, 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 da. All right, we got here. I was writing something in there, but I was like, I don't need to write that. I already put that in there. It takes a lot to be vulnerable when you shouldn't have to. When people stealing your work and your money, just for you could be embarrassed. They try to make me embarrassed. Beauty school dropout. Gemini. They trying. It's the sweet Gemini, not the sweet Gemini. I found her, but I erased all the information and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's you in a Capricorn. But I was like, I erased it. I was like, I seen it. I looked at it one time, and I erased that shit. Teachers, okay, home, trying to teach you a what they call it, a hard lesson. Current lover, what's the lesson? 12th house surrender. Oh, never that. No surrender, no retreat. I ain't never surrendering. Not to an abusive lover. Never. Teachers too? I ain't never surrendering to their ass if you're an abusive teacher. I'm not surrendering to my mama, my daddy, my brother, my cousin, my sister, not anybody that ever abused me. No. Hell no. People watching and stuff, family watching secretly, plugged in. Hell no. I'm not gonna surrender to abuse. I said, what you gotta surrender to? What's the problem? The 12th house Pisces energy, which is hidden enemies, okay? Surrender or go crazy. I guess I'd be going crazy like Sucker Punch. You'll never have my mind. Ever. Seen that movie Sucker Punch? He could never get hurt. She made sure of that. Never. Never. Say never. So we got a Gemini out in the opening and stuff. We got a female. I know it's a female. The Gemini I was thinking about, and she gay and bisexual, is the person I was thinking about. I looked at the name. I was like, oh, there she go. And I deleted it. I was like, there she go. Bye-bye. There she go. Bye-bye. Bubba. Bubba Sparks. They helping themselves to do what? Online? What up? I knew they was online. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go sit down at the park with my tarot cards and my little PayPal thing, and I'm like, "You want a reading? You want a reading?" I'm just on here asking for people to support me with $20 readings, but I already know how to go get it. I just be like, "Okay, y'all want to help me online? I'm gonna just go over there and sit at the park. I'm gonna go sit at the store. I'm like, well, can you help me with some money? If you can help me with the money, can you pay for a reading right here, right now?" And then you're like, either yes or no. Look, my mama, they be up there trying to stop everything. I only love my pillow and my mama. I'm sorry. Ah, the future is bright. Oh, I pulled the Aquarius energy too. I'm vibrating on innovation level. They're like, you too high in the sky. Duh. Intentional, premeditated murder. I asked too. I said, what do all these companies want from me and stuff? I said, what they want to happen to me? And I said, look, theft. Oh my God. All these companies want me to be stolen, but I got the Five of Pentacles. Starve. I was like, really? I ain't gonna starve. Because I'm going to be out there asking motherfuckers for money. Paying him like, hey, can I get some dollars? I'm going to go show them my video. Why? Should I help you? Well, look, sir, I was live for like 30 minutes asking people to support me for $20. Like, I be giving evidence away and stuff. They didn't want to support me, so I need help, okay? I got a video right here. All right, I'm telling people to support me. I need food. I'm hungry. All right, so book a reading with me. Donate to my channel, my PayPal, my Cash App there. Go on my, my YouTube. Read it. All right, where I told everybody, hey, I would like you to connect me, okay, to a lawyer if you can, possibly pro bono. We got theft here, okay? They're stealing as we speak. Theft. 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 How can you feel bad if somebody's stealing? Cuzzo. How? How? Theft. 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 They're stealing, getting kind of hectic. Getting kind of hectic. What up? What up? Getting. Okay, so who is doing the theft, humiliation? What's their zodiac sign? What they trying to do? Since I ain't getting no help, they can't get no satisfaction. We got here the King of Cups. All right, harmony and integrity. Pisces, yeah. So it's a Pisces that's trying to humiliate somebody. F you daddy, F you mama, F U C K mom, F U C K dad. All right, KFC you. So the King of Cups, Squid Games. So Pisces, there's a Pisces trying to humiliate somebody. Good try. Good try. Not working for you at all. Try harder. The King of Cups is a Pisces. Actually, it's a Cancer in the traditional deck, but with the seahorse, it's a Pisces. All right, we got here the Two of Acorn. Aries, try harder. Your cousin, try harder. All right, so insight and focus, try harder. Die Hard, remember that movie? Try harder. Cancer, try harder. All right, Trident. Definitely a Pisces is the ringleader. Okay, King Trident. So we got Aries, we got Pisces, and we got Cancer. That's the cousin and the mother that's trying to humiliate somebody. Try harder. And we got the Empress. Oh, because somebody beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. The Empress. Okay, Taurus. We got Beauty. Beauty school dropout. Let's see what else going on here. Try harder. I know they be like, what? Try harder. Try harder. Try harder. Venus. Try harder. Try harder. And Aries. Try harder. Sun. So it's definitely a sun in Aries that's trying to humiliate somebody. Try harder. The Empress is Libra. The opposite. So Libra, Aries. So mom, father, opposite. Try harder. Saturn is the card of growth and wisdom. I'm cracking up because I'm messing with them because I know they watching secretly. Try harder. Try harder. Because when they try hard, they die hard. He said, whoa, wait till I get my money right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait till I get my money right. The Queen of Pentacles. And then we got Hedgehog, okay? I only need one person to see me, and I've been working the energy because I know how the energy works. And Cancer, as my sign, since people want to know, we are supposed to be getting a offer. So try harder. Shit, I don't want no offer unless they give me $1 billion. Fuck them. Tell them that. Run, go tell that. I don't want no offer unless it comes with $2 billion of stolen IP, software, encryption, and innovation. Give me my $2 billion. I already demanded 2.3 from YouTube. What they gonna use this message to say? What? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We got time to shine again. I also demanded $2 billion from a couple $1 billion companies that reached out to me, but it's one particular that's still in my information that I already got the thing drafted. Oh my God, it's time for me to go. Cause I was supposed to with my trillionaire Trixie and Trizzy, okay, bilingual baby dolls. Ain't nobody thinking no shit like that. Run me my motherfucking money. Because all little black girls and all little black boys all across the world going to know how to speak Spanish. They're going to know how to speak French. They're going to know how to speak Mandarin. All of them. They ain't never going to be able to tell one black person they can't speak no other bilingual language. Because I'm going to make it where they can learn that language from birth. And anyways, back Portuguese and what is it? Spaniards and stuff like that. Spain. That shit it's from the Moor, M-O-O-R people and shit, okay? Portuguese and Spanish, they be playing. So all of my technology, yeah, they ain't ready for that to be released. Because they want black people to be ignorant. They don't want black people to be able to speak 6 language, which I done created. They don't want us to be able to do that. Your baby is coming out of the birth canal with her babies in there, Trillionaire Trixie. Twin bilingual baby dolls that can speak to each other. One in English and whatever language you choose. You can choose African too. Swahili, whatever you want to do. That baby gonna know all of the language you wanted to know and learn everything else when it grows up. And black people will never be called illiterate because guess what? And it's not just for black people, but I did it because I get tired of people that speak bilingual be acting like we don't know nothing. So let me show you how it gonna happen from the birth canal. Cause I bet you everybody gonna want them dolls, and they gender neutral. You can make the twins boys, boys, girls, girls, okay, or you can make them boy and girl. But they supposed to do? One is supposed to talk in English, and the other one's supposed to talk in the other language. And guess what? As they grow up with them baby dolls, Trillionaire Trixie and Trizzy, okay, they are going to learn whatever language they want to learn. And then they can't. Nobody can't sit around them and tell them no. What he's saying, you ain't gonna be able to tell me not a motherfucking thing. My baby know Mandarin. My baby know French. My baby know Spanish. My baby know African. My baby know English. So if you somewhere else, it's gonna be a global movement because all over the world. So let's release them dolls if you want to. Cause I bet you they ain't nobody thinking of this shit. That's innovative. Who thought to put two dolls together and put them in kids' hands? You can put them in toy trucks for the boys if you want to make it masculine and have two toy trucks talking to each other in two different languages. Let's go there. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody thinking like that. Y'all ain't gonna steal my ideas. Give me my $2 billion. Quit playing. Because Barbie sell, trucks sell, kids sell. You know, because parents buy this shit. And it's gonna be so easy because they're gonna be playing with the baby dolls. They're gonna be playing with the trucks. They're gonna be building, so it's not like it's forced upon them. The language is just gonna be natural. And you can upgrade it. I already built all the programming and how you can upgrade it. Not only could these dolls be like companions and sentinels, which I have created, they can be tutors, teacher, and they can be emotional support because you can build all of that into the dolls where it can do all of those things for your kids and stuff. So when your kids like say if you want my trillionaire Trizzy and Trixie to talk to your baby and you want them to learn mathematics and stuff. You want them to learn calculus, algebra, all right, trigonometry. The twins could be trained to do it. I have done it. So, like, don't play with me. Give me my fucking money. Or I go broke. But if I ever see a doll out there, two twins, if I ever see anything released like that, I know they stole my shit and they just renamed it and rebranded it. Because ain't one thing out there. Go find twin dolls talking to each other and bilingual. And please come back and tell me. I want to see it. It ain't been done. It ain't never been done. I'm solving generational issues. And then mainly because they always telling black people we can't do it. All right, let's put it in the childbirth, the first 5 years. Now we ain't gonna have to worry about if kids are smart or not. Because it's going to be right there in their childhood plan. Access. Everybody got access. And you can choose to choose. I was thinking about Portuguese for mine. I ain't even got no kids. It's going to be for my babies, my grandbabies. My kids gonna know that grandma did that. Yes, grandma did that. That's the best way to catch them. And I want to see. I looked, I searched and everything. Ain't nobody did that shit. You ain't gonna steal my innovations. You ain't gonna steal my shit. And I built it for non-binaries and stuff. I built it gender exclusive as well. I built it for the hearing, deaf, and impaired and stuff. So my dolls not only just help people learn language, they help with the kids that's artistic, okay, that has autism, that's savant. They help with any level of language. I built it out for the neurodivergence. I built it out for the kids that are dealing with any type of deaf issues, any type of sight issue, Brill, and I built them for visuals. Man, I did that. Give me my motherfucking money. Run me my money. Hedge hunt. I'm going to bring in billions. These companies be stealing this shit because they don't want us to learn. Anybody can get these dolls and learn, but they really don't like that black people can be bilingual. They really don't like that. I don't know why. I don't like it because most language think they superior when they talk to us in another language. So let me just build a doll that break all barriers. And they like, no, don't release it because now if that go into everybody's household, like Barbie and Bratz, Trillionaire Trixie and Trizzy, then they gonna have problems because everybody gonna be able to speak a language that they choose to let their baby speak. Anybody. Get your six programming, your six language, and enjoy. Shit, if your kid is advanced, add another six. If your kid's even more advanced, add 18. Let's go. They can't claim that shit. They be wanting to claim stuff. And I was up there laughing and shit when I thought about that because I was just like telling my damn AI, you a motherfucking trick. Your ass be a trickster. You know what I'm saying? I was like joking and like, you be tricking me and shit. And I was like, wait, Trillionaire Trizzy and Trixie. Just like I be like, oh my God, when I get my 10,000, I'm gonna put it on repeat. Oh my God, when I get my 10 million, I'm gonna put it on repeat, 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 because I'm going to get it by any means necessary. That's just one of my things that I invented that I know that's not out there for people. I already know. I already know it's not out there. I already know people not got. I know. And if I ever see it, I'd be like, oh, so y'all the one that stole my shit. And you just put another name on the dog. Let me see these twin dogs talking to each other. Ain't nobody made no twin dogs that bilingual. Nobody. Because nobody's thinking like that. Because everybody been so happy to be like, oh, I can speak three languages and you can't. Not no more. That's what technology do. Not no more. I didn't only do it for that. I did it for people that they claim like black people are like we retarded or something. So we gonna understand trigonometry, calculus, mathematics and stuff. All that stuff by play. All the stuff they said we couldn't do, I built for it. I built for our kids though. So, it becomes second nature to them. It's like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I grew up like this. What? I grew up like this. Every culture can have it, but these culture vultures that always trying to make black people feel bad because we don't speak bilingual. I did it for you, boo. They try to make black people feel bad because they can't calculate. I did it for you, boo. All right. They say we only good at sports. I did it for you, boo. I did it for all the black people. They say couldn't do the regular calculation, the speech, and all of that. You ain't gonna have to worry. I took the barrier away. And now that the barrier is gone, watch how many black kids gonna be speaking all type of languages. English. That's my fourth language. Well, my first one is what? I don't even know. Okay. They could be on some Korean, all right, Japanese. Okay, just play with them. Play with the language. I'm gonna put them all in there. You want to learn all the African language? Go ahead. We support you. Yeah, my trillionaire Trizzy and Trixie. I got the Queen of Pentacles. Hedge hunt. I'm ready. That's what their black supporters and black people that got money should be supporting and stuff like that. Innovation that brings us to the future in the forefront to show them just how brilliant we are. But it's not that the black people don't see us, they be blocking that shit. Because these billion-dollar corporations been stalking my ass forever, blocking my creations and stuff. And that's just one. I broke all barriers. I broke all barriers. Shit that people don't think about. Why? Because I'm in a fucking struggle. Why? Because people walk up to me, be want to speak Spanish, Portuguese, and all that shit, and kiki. Now we gonna have babies in our motherfucking living rooms kikiing. Like, how you doing? And all of them. Si, senor, okay. Konnichiwa, whatever. They all gonna be saying hello. That y'all are going to, and I just can't wait. Now, what are we gonna say now? What they gonna say to us now? Nothing. They're not gonna be able to say nothing. They're not gonna be able to hide behind language anymore. Culture my butt. Put it in the kids' hand. I'm gonna make it affordable too. What? They ain't ready for that. Doom, doom, doom. That's my $1 trillion idea. Baby dolls that change the future. They ain't ready for that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so proud too, because I know what I'm saying on. And I'm just talking about that and velvet. Okay, Nisha vortex. What is a vortex? Go research it. Go look what it does. It pulls everything in, just like magnets, and reject it. Like, that's what they be doing. Go check out the vortex. Anyways, I've been charting the stars and stuff forever. Okay, broke them barriers they didn't want me to break, especially with Esquire. Edda Esquire. All right, I'm almost done. I got about 15 more minutes and stuff. I be doing everything as a trial run. Ain't nobody like congratulating me, huh? Ain't nobody clapping their hands, right? Ain't nobody saying congratulations, Nisha, that you created Trillionaire Trizzy and Trixie, all right, bilingual dolls that's gonna break all barriers of vocabulary, and they can speak any language from a baby, an infant on up. Go ahead. They ain't gonna clap for something like that. You gonna actually understand my language? You build something to understand all language earlier? No, they ain't gonna clap for that. They ain't gonna say congratulations, Nisha. They ain't gonna say congratulations, Aurora. Don't. No, no. Why? Because the black people gonna understand that at before the age of 5, 6 different language possibly. No, no. You had to sleep with people of a different culture to help them learn, or you had to have a genuine interest in being another culture language. When I'm finna put it in your household, there you go. They can talk to each other, and it's gonna be so interactive because that's what happens anyway. If you see them talking and explaining twins, English, Spanish, English, Mandarin, English, French. It's gonna be beautiful. They ain't ready for that. But I'm not expecting them to be ready for it. I built it for black people. I don't want them, I don't want us to ever be out of the loop. I don't expect them to understand. But I'm proud because that's exactly what we need. Who? Now you mean you can to, but you can learn their language in your home if you choose to, since they want to claim language and stuff. I traced the history back to a lot of stuff and realized we was the first one that spoke it. They just changed it. They erased it. So let me put it back in there so it could be easy again. And it's gonna be music and stuff. And I also built that out and stuff for the persons that deal with seizures and stuff, and deal with epilepsy and neurological problems and stuff. And I'm like, man, all this shit we could be doing. What the fuck is going on with technology? Now that I've taught myself software engineering and I've been engineering all of this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They don't, why don't we already got this? Oh, because nobody's struggling. It doesn't matter when you're not eating or you got money and stuff, because they can't exploit this. The things that I'm building, you can't exploit us anymore. You can't call us naive because we don't understand no more. I don't care to learn a bunch of language, but I know what it can do for a baby that don't even know any language to learn from a baby doll that can teach it from the age it's born all the way to it get a teenager. Because I built my dolls to grow at every level from an infant all the way to the age of 16, and that's when they transfer into my new makeup line that I built for the baby dolls that is going to help people that are dealing with identity crises as well too. So it's not going to be able to shame them. I'm putting in place in there where people are actually going to be exclusive and be acknowledged. And I'm like, yes. So it transition. All my ecosystem talk to each other. I build living ecosystems, and all my defense systems are going to protect my ecosystems and stuff like that. Ecosystems. And it's okay because I ain't tripping and stuff. Like I die with my inventions and stuff. They'll never have all of it. Cause I kept the secret sauce to myself. They'll never have it all. Or it's gonna be passed down to my kids, which are geniuses, and they can bring my creation into fruition if I pass away. If I don't get to like lunch trillionaire Trizzy and Trizzy before I end up passing away, which they be like, don't be saying that, but we don't care. Ain't nobody scared of death. My legacy lives on with my kids and stuff. I know what I wanted to change. I wanted to change the way black people speak. And I mean all language and all barriers. There won't be no barriers. There can't be no gatekeeping. That's what's going to be the changer. Cause I feel like when people be talking about language to us, they gatekeepers. So you rude. Why would I want to learn your language? But then I look back and I was like, wait, we were speaking Spanish. More people, Moor. The Moors were speaking this already. Y'all erasing history. Xena, the warrior cry, yee 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 yee. It was erased from Africa. The girl just now sung it on Instagram. Everybody like, oh my God, that song sound. They silenced our voice. She's singing that warrior's cry. It's a war cry for black people. And I'm like, they gave it to Xena Warrior Princess, and people like, I had Luli, what's it called? Her name Luli Lawless. Okay, I can't say it right. But they gave it to her, but it's our voice. And I'm like, the reason y'all understand this shit is you don't understand you've been listening to it on the Warrior Princess and stuff, Xena, for the last 20, 40 years, however long it been playing. But they silenced it in Africa, that war cry. I'm like, boy, they be erasing our asses. So all the black history, I have built black history and technology. The very software, the Nexus. So it can never be erased because I encrypted it. That's how you keep that shit growing. All right, they want to erase it they want to erase black history and the archives. I'm putting it in my systems, my computer system. And if you want to get inside my computer systems with the way I created them, you're going to have to acknowledge black people and our history because it's going to be in there. I'm preserving our history. Yes, I am. I put it in the encryptions, the software. So you have to even acknowledge before you boot my systems that we struggled to get here. Who's thinking on that level? Everybody like, oh, yeah. Let them cry. Build technologies that remember us. And that's what I did. That's why I've been working with the goddess Isis and Ishtar. Because they the goddess that put shit back together after losing everything. And so I've been putting everything back together for black people particularly. But I also been restoring for the lost and the forgotten and the innocent, no matter what race, color, or creed. But us, yes, they stolen enough. Our voices, our culture has been erased. They still doing it. So I was like, how do I stop this? So I started engineering software that remember us, that speak to us in our mother tongue, our mother language, everything. It's beautiful. How do you feel if you were to turn something on that acknowledges you? My empress pristine, my emperor pristine, and my baby pristine give you back your dignity. Something that speaks with respect, that acknowledges you. That's what I'm doing. In the pain, in the hunger, not eating, building dignity and respect into the very DNA of my software. I got so much and stuff. I've been building and stuff. Man, my yellow maze, they try to steal that shit too because my yellow maze and stuff is a motherfucking code breaker and stuff. You know, they got us in this labyrinth. Riddle me this. Hey, diddle diddle. You know what I'm saying? It's a riddle breaker. Yellow maze. They want the blueprint so bad. That is what I pulled. They want to steal so bad. Pay me. Pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me. Heartbroken, pay me. That they not single. How somebody heartbroken that they not single? If I was only single, what would you do? Ooh, for a Klondike bar. I'm so happy though. I'm proud because it would be my pleasure to present respectful technology to black people that honor us. It would be a privilege. Every other culture can get in on there, but I finally want someone to talk to me with respect and acknowledge me. And that's what I'm building. I said, fuck it, they won't give it to me. I will build it. I have built it. They can't acknowledge me. They won't acknowledge this because it's too black. But it's too, and it's technology. I changed the language of technology. You know how much you got to do that shit? You know how much thinking you got to fucking do to change something to speak your language? That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking thinking. That's a lot of fucking headache. And I did it. I did it. From the computer to the phone to the software to the encryption to the IP. All right. All of these motherfuckers gonna speak to you. And most people ain't gonna understand because I'm a poet. So if you ain't poetic, it ain't even your system. And that's fine. But the people that speak like me gonna love my systems. People that's creative like me gonna love my systems. They gonna love them because that shit gonna speak right to your soul and your heart. You're like, damn, why we ain't been doing this shit? Like, I'm like, why is this shit so static and cold and logical? Computer and technology does not have to be that way. It's just people are lazy and they keep following the same damn rules. I threw the book out and created my own. Now, and I be in playing in my, when I build my computer from scratch, because I'm building my own towers, everything, I already got the schematics. I'm gonna be playing in a whole different system. And my system was supposed to be Blue Moon, but I can't use Blue Moon because beer companies use that name and it will cause a lot of fucking friction. I was gonna call my phone the next Blue Moon, right? However, I can't use it because of the copyrights issue. And I'm like, man, they motherfuckers be using shit that don't even work and stuff. Blue Moon is represents something that rare that only happens every 30 years. And I'm like, not to down the brand, but I'm like, it doesn't fit. But you can like patent and intellectualize things based on like scientific, if it's in the beverage or in the food and stuff. But I just threw the whole fucking name. I was like, fuck it, because I did it on the Blue Moon. I created it on the Blue Moon. I was like, yep, don't matter. I chose another name and another system and stuff, but I made sure that it only had 8 words in it, so it could represent infinity, forever in a loop. Forever, my baby. It feels just like a dream. So that shit is gonna be so beautiful. I'm so mad because what I reshaped and stuff and what I rebuilt, I know it's not gonna be done for a long time. Cause I looked at technology and I'm like, damn, technology is not really fucking changing. They're having breakthroughs, but they're not having breakthroughs. The shit is still static. Where is the diversity? Okay, where's the kaleidoscope? Where is like the multi? It's not a lot, and I'm like, damn, we just stuck. So I'm like predicting, I'm coding, I'm creating like 100 years into the future. I'm like gonna be dead, and the shit I'm gonna be doing is probably gonna take 100 years for somebody to say, you know what, this shit is boring and old. Can we get some new shit? That's how long it's taking for technology to change, right? Too goddamn long. Damn near 100 years. Can we get some new shit again? It's not going fast enough. So that's what I'm building and stuff. And it's cool because I'm always pulling the lightning card, the innovation. And I start crying and stuff because I'm like, oh my God, they just literally stealing my stuff and everything I created. And I'm just like, Just like that damn Nikola Tesla creating all of these inventions. I created dignity devices. And only I could have did it because ain't these rich motherfuckers ain't out here struggling like me. So the inventions that I created will become household products because they will become a part of your everyday life and it will ease your pain. So everything I built was for a place of comfort where you do not have to struggle anymore. Okay, where you don't have to beg people for assistance. It gives you your independence back. Cause like people love people begging them for, oh, can you come over here and help me? I was up there struggling tying my hair and stuff, and then I was like, wait. So I did. Then the car when I learned about calculus and trig and stuff and what it represents. So I recreated the mechanism for airbags and stuff. And I'm like, why haven't they did this and stuff? You know how many women's in kid life they can save if they just upgrade airbags, okay, to shift to the person that's sitting in the car. So it's born from a struggle. So they do crash dummies to protect man. But what about the women and the kids that sit in the car that barely stay alive because all they had to do is adjust it. So I already created that and stuff like that. And I'm like, what else? So we have issues, you know what I'm saying, with our kidneys and stuff. I created the system for that. Like all of these stuff, people like, oh yeah, I created a lot of system, but my self-sustaining system that I created with the bamboo and stuff, that shit was stolen. They be stealing shit. They just be stealing. You don't steal shit if it ain't good. You don't delete shit if it ain't good. You don't go in somebody's shit and steal it if it ain't good. They left Gambia. My project with Gambia and my humanity thing with them, they left that motherfucker because they don't want to help people. They just want to profit. Because real estate is a profitable thing. But going over there to help people that need water and shoes and infrastructure and good soil, no, they left that project, but they took my self-sustaining living because I was putting that in Gambia too. You know, how would they have good home and good infrastructure? They stole that. I said, these people is cruel and evil. These motherfuckers be stealing shit. But I remember what I built. So when they deleted it out of certain places, I put my shit in like 5 different other places. So they thought they deleted my original ideals. I be putting shit in. I be bagging up the bag ups. Okay. So like, oh, she don't got that no more. No, but I do. Sorry, failed attempt. I still got it. You did not delete it. You stole it, but you didn't delete it. You might have deleted on one of y'all things, but it's a bag up. I bagged it up. You know they say bagging your shit up is so important because nobody can steal your shit when you bag it up. They mean they can try to repost it, but doesn't mean anything. Plus, Artemis, which is Aries or Gemini, whichever one of these motherfuckers stealing, the goddess of the hunt, I'm still gonna be able to eat regardless of what you do. She is a goddess of hunting at night and being independent and working with Mother Nature. I don't need much to survive. I just need enough until I get so much that I don't need nothing at all. I mean, I pulled the Queen of Pentacles and stuff, and I pulled 555, manifesting money and income. True wisdom, making good life choices. Every choice I made has been a good one. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, divine and earthy. And then we got here, breaking bad habits. It's like they want everybody else to be proud, but black people can't be. Then I'm like, wow, do black people really hate black people like that? Then I have to put perspective on it and stuff because you would think that we would be helping each other out more. And I realized that sometimes they be blocking support. Sometimes. At this point, I just think nobody not ready for it. Why didn't I think of it first? Because you're not going through the struggle. You're not thinking of the things I'm going through because you're not hungry. You're not starving, and you're not in pain, and you're not hustling 3, 5, 6, 7 jobs. Okay, You're not driving. You're not uploading videos. You're not out there talking to people. You're not out there doing. I'm like doing like so many jobs and stuff. So I'm struggling, and so I'm like, hey, how can I make this easier? So I was like, well, shit, they stealing everything from me. Let me just teach myself how to do software engineering, and let me teach myself how to code because I wanted to see what they were stealing. And now I'm like, this is how they do it and stuff. So they throttle the things, they turn you off, they can block you. They listening now though, cause I be pulling the cars and stuff. What they do is they allow you to work with technology. They say they allow us to build things and stuff, and then they steal it. But all of my projects, I be like, is this going to help humanity grow? Is this going to help us? If this is this going to reduce the Earth carbon footprint? Can we regrow this back into the Earth? And can it grow crops for us? Like, will it do ecology? Will it feed the environment? So a lot of these things, because I was like questioning, I was like, wait, why is people having asthma and smoke and stuff? I mean, I got asthma. I had it all my life. And they was telling me, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot when I was a security officer, I used to have to watch the data rooms and stuff so they couldn't overheat and stuff. And I remember and stuff that we used to go check and make sure it was always cool and stuff because they be pulling on the energy source and stuff. And I think people don't remember, or I think that people don't remember. I think people don't understand that, and that's why they don't understand how technology go. Maybe they do, but they don't explain it in a way that you can get it and understand where all of this is coming from and why the toxic in the air is so bad. So when people be talking about they have greenhouse solution, but the greenhouse solution is just taking one environment and putting it back into the air. So when they do fuel, like what he said, he had created a solar panel to create fuel from plastic, but plastic burn and put smoke back into the atmosphere. So is it really greenhouse? Now, if it was being broke down by natural things, which I found that it can be, and put back into the soil, which is going to grow crops, then that's truly a greenhouse invention because they breaking down the plastic to turn into water or soil that is either going to go back into the environment, us in the ground, and grow from it. That's when it's a greenhouse solution. So fuel is not a greenhouse solution. It's still going to burn things into the atmosphere, and then it's going to create another problem, which is the smoke. Okay, respiratory issue and asthma, COPD comes from that smoke and stuff that we experience in our environment. And when you're not aware of that, people like clapping for inventions and like, no, that shit is still killing us. Why are we clapping? It ain't helping. So the people that benefit from those is the fuel companies, all right, that don't want to pay expensive prices when you're taking plastic, turning into fuel. It's not going to be strong enough for jets to go. I mean, rockets to go in the air because they need a certain type of premium, and it's not really assisting us. So you think about these things like this ain't really helping us. It's just for to get you rich. But people clapping because they think it's a greenhouse solution. They wrap a lot of things up like that, and some things cannot be recycled. They don't tell you that with plastic. Because I went and looked to see how it breaks down the composition. I'm like, they just be lying to us, and people just be believing shit. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, who benefits from this? It's not the normal person, and it's not the normal car company. I'm like, So I've been looking at that. Which I've been looking at. Ta-da! I've been innovating so we can actually grow. We can grow. Then I was looking at Lucy and Neo, trying to figure out why they in the sky, because I ended up on NASA somehow. And then I was asking how they help us in the, how does space help us and stuff, what they looking for. From what I gather, the only benefit is if your ass is up there and you ain't got a care in the world. You ain't on Earth anymore, okay? Phone home, ET. Phone home, back down here. Come back down. All right, most of them have an easy, stressless life because they're not dealing with the stuff we're dealing with.